The strength of contempt, fear, and hate courses through the rushing veins to the very fingertips. The instruments of war are readied, light in the grip, and machinations of the gauntlets of the Feyhunter.
Going to tell anyone about me, are you? Not that I've done anything wrong, mind you. I just didn't have the will to fight anymore. So I stopped. Fighting, that is. Private Elia Madmere reporting for duty. Oh, I am not fooling anyone. Listen, I've got some useful skills to trade if you're willing to keep my little secret hushed. Lock-picking for your silence, or gold. So, you already know I ran from my post. So, well, you probably consider me a coward. You wouldn't be wrong. Silly, isn't it? A young girl enlists in the army, but then panics at the sight of battle. Probably wonder what I expected. I know I do. If you've killed one, you've killed them all. They're like weeds, reaching up every spring despite how many you cut down the winter before. Been in the service for 3 years, and it's been 3 years too long. One person can't make a difference in this war. At least, not if that person is me. It's a talent, really. A sleight of hand trick that my older brother taught me so we could nab ale from our uncle's footlocker. It sure comes in useful out here. Our forces are having a rough time of it, what with all the Tuatha about, but we'll get through. We got this far. We're not going to give up now. Bye!
Any luck finding Ventrinio and his big secret? Aelin and Ventrinio together? I wouldn't turn my back on either of them, but I suppose we haven't got much choice. Speaking of trouble, here they come. This can't end here.
Sometimes one soldier can do what an entire army cannot.
You haven't tried going in there, have you? No, of course you haven't. You're still alive. This took a little longer to find than I had hoped, but it should be exactly what you need. Yes, but some of them were Fae. Now, did you know Dren had a twin sister in the Summer Court? She was immune to his power? Dith, the Defender of Valor, and even though she passed on when her house fell, my early experiments with the Well of Souls provided quite a useful surprise. You see, when trying to draw life energy from the ether, I accidentally captured her essence. I was able to bind it into this charm. With this, you will be immune to Dren's power. Now, be fair. Fae don't have souls as mortals do. They are a form of magic with a physical form. And I only got a little of it anyway. Just enough for a certain degree of immunity to Dren's power. It only works for one person, but it'll be enough for you to reach him. Trouble is, he'll be immune to your power as well. But I'm sure you can think of something. You don't remember it? Well, why dredge up the past? After all, you're fine now, aren't you? You're not the type to hold a grudge, right? You were my assistant in the well, and a damned good one at that. Octian hired you personally, said you were especially resourceful, and left it at that. I didn't know anything about you before you worked for me, and I knew better than to ask. You didn't like talking about yourself. Actually, you didn't like much of anything. Honestly, you were a terror to be around. But you've changed. I can tell. Before you died, you would never have been this diplomatic. You probably would have knifed me for answers by now. Oh, speaking of which, you left this in your room before you died. Take it, take it. Partial successes at best. They remember how to fight, but that's about all they're good for. Named them after an old nursery rhyme. Damn things are always moaning all the time. I thought it might shut them up to give them a name. We were in Alabastra, and I never thought it'd be dangerous. At least, not very. Oh, don't give me that look. Accidents happen. You can't make an omelette without leaving a few corpses. Fine. We were collecting Prismir and Alabastra. We needed it to power the well, of course, and you got a wild idea to track down the source of the power. I tried to stop you. I really did. But you decided to sneak into Amethyst, and I wasn't about to get killed along with you. I spent days trying to get your corpse back, but to no avail. Much as I hate to admit it, I should thank Hughes for succeeding where I failed. I had no idea what a treasure I had when I first caught Dith's essence. It was just a curiosity sitting on a shelf for the longest time. What a pleasant surprise that she could be of use to someone after all this time, eh? Simple bone soldiers, easy enough for any decent mage to build and animate. They're not really alive any more than a puppet is. You've got his counterpart's essence, so he shouldn't be able to hurt you. What more do you want? So what if he's still invulnerable too? Go find a way around it. I can't do all of your thinking for you. Now, go show that defender what a little magic can do. Go on, go on. Now, go show that
Whatever you're planning, now is the time. Oh, I'm sure you have this well in hand. Good luck. You got into Alabastra once. You can do it again.